Hi, my name is Shiree Nichole Ingram, and I would like to show you my abstract acrylic art process today. So thank you for taking the time to check it out. So I begin with a polystyrene board. This one is 18 by 24. And I use Old Masters crystal clear paste wax. And so we're just gonna put a little bit of that on. And this is the base for my paint for skins. And it is a high gloss water-based urethane. And so we're just gonna create a puddle in the middle. And today I'm going to use 3 different colors. The ones I'm using are easily found in public, Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something like that. We're going to use champagne, sapphire, and teal. And they're all 3 metallics. And my tool of choice is a plastic spoon. And I just start swirling around my colors. Now we're going to add a little bit of the champagne. And then that gets swirled. And then I go back in and I add a little bit more of the urethane. So the paint pour will continue to expand, and all paints have different weights to them. So I'm not ever sure exactly what I'm going to get as it continues to expand and dry. I have very little effect over the outcome of it. So this is going to take 2 to 3 days for it to dry. So let's see what happens. Okay, so now that it's nice and dry, remember we put wax on it before, so it just easily peels right off. And I'm able to use the same polystyrene boards over and over again. And so what I do is I layer them in between parchment paper. Art piece that is 18 by 24 usually requires around 6 to 8 different skins. And they're very flexible, easy to work with. The next step in the process is I take all the dry paint skins and I like to lay them out and look at the flow of each one and let that dictate how I'm going to arrange the artwork. Today I've decided I'm going to do a 18 by 24 on acrylic. It has polished edges, and I take frog tape, my favorite tape, and just create a border to keep myself within that to create a frame around the artwork. I have a lot of elongated pieces. Trim things off I don't like. And I use an acrylic adhesive from Loctite. It glues instantly. The trick is to not glue my fingers to the piece. All right, and then I'll start the next piece. So this is the final part of my process after I've already put all the paint skins on and in place. Dimension is very important to me. So what I do to get more space as it continues to dry, I take paper towels and I just put them in these places and I just start creating more depth. I'll continue through the whole piece this way. Okay, so after I fill all these spots, I turn it to the back. I also want more depth in the back as well. And so I do the same thing that I did in the front and just use the paper towels to create more depth. Then we take 1-inch pieces of wood cut and make a hanger, and also glue them to the back. So that way when it's hanging off the wall, it stands off the wall and it also doesn't affect the back of the art either, so that you get a very three-dimensional look. So after I put all the paper towels in place and I have everything the dimension that I want, then I put a fan on the art piece for about 2 to 3 weeks, and it becomes very rigid. I'm able to then remove all the paper towels and it hold its shape and to be completely finished. Once again, I'm Shiree Nichole Ingram. Thank you for your interest in taking the time to learn about my art technique.